Oh, there's so much resistance to this. So for those of you that were here half an hour ago, when I just jumped on a live, again, Instagram and Facebook, so two cameras going. Although again, already I'm noticing that my eyes are everywhere but the cameras. Just give me a moment to center here. My ego, since I got off this live, has been going insane. Sharing openly about experiencing anxiety and not having anything planned on what I actually wanted to say. I don't even actually fully remember exactly what I shared on the last live. But showing up in a way that is completely unstructured. And I'm not somebody that plans a live as such. I'll have an idea of what I want to come through, but fully just being present and sharing something that's actually really vulnerable for me at the moment and coming up for me in a way that I'm not familiar with has really triggered something. And ever since I actually clicked, and my head has been spinning. And I've been doing laps around the house, actually saying to myself, how stupid are you? What was that even about? You didn't even make any sense. And I've been completely berating myself for the last hour. Because I allowed myself to show up in a different way to what people are used to seeing me. And in a way that I'm not used to being seen. And again, I can see that I'm totally avoiding actually looking at the cameras here, because this is something that, for me, it's still really raw and vulnerable, and it's something that I'm still in the process of working through. And that is that it's definitely not a constant thing, but what are my words? It's something that constantly comes up. So it's not a constant feeling, but it frequently comes up in my life. And that is that experience of anxiety, that heightened energy. And it's something that, on the whole, doesn't stop me anymore. But it still plays a part. And showing up here in this way is important for me, because it's a part of me that I don't want to hide anymore. It's something that I felt that I should hide, because how am I somebody that can help other people deal with their own anxieties if I'm still dealing with mine? When really, I know in my heart, part of the reason that I can help other people deal with theirs is because I'm dealing with mine. And because I acknowledge that it's there. And it's something that in some ways will always be there. And in some ways, I kind of hope that it is actually always there, because it comes up when I know I'm working on something really big. And I know I'm working on something really special. And maybe there's a more positive way of me acknowledging it, because maybe instead of having to feel anxiety to know that I'm working on something of a difference, maybe it is just heightened energy. And my brain is still learning these new pathways to process it. And anxiety and energy isn't something that makes us less than. It's just a broader range of emotions. And I think this is what I was trying to say before. That feeling the full range of emotions and allowing ourselves, me allowing myself the space to show up in exactly what is present and what I'm in. That's what gives me an ability to lead and to be a way shower. And that's the same for you. It's time for us to stop hiding the shadow. Not that it's even a shadow part, it's just another aspect of the self. And it's time to be able to acknowledge all aspects of the self, me included. And I can't expect my clients and the people that I work with to be able to accept all of themselves and to love themselves completely until I can do it for me. And I think that's what I needed to share. To be able to embrace all aspects and all flows of energy so that I can move forwards. And that's interesting. Now my ego self has gone really quiet. And all I can hear is, there it is. There it is. Now you're complete. And the work is just beginning. So again, I would just like to reiterate that experiencing heightened energy, anxiety, at the end of the scale, depression, whatever it is, it's perfect. It's coming up for a reason. You're still whole. I am still whole. We get to heal it and we get to experience it. Yes, Kate, and we have only just begun. What a ride, hey? A roller coaster of emotions. Thank you so much for giving me this space. And I want to acknowledge myself for actually taking this space and for not just hiding when that was what I really, really wanted to do. But it took a lot for me to actually step in and to claim this space just now. So thank you for witnessing that and being a part of that with me. And I invite you to step in and take up a bit more space yourself. I love you. Thank you for joining me.